Welcome back to Kart Chaser, guys. We're here in Ocala for the third time, final time this year to wrap up the ROK Cup USA Florida Winter Tour. It's been cold, it's been windy, it's been rainy, but we're here. Let's get to it. Probably a good place to start. Like, you know, you're a pretty quiet guy. You just kind of come in, you handle your business, you know, and you're under the tent with like guys like Kretsch all the time. Oh. Does that bring more stuff out of you, or do you handle that, or how is it?
Yeah, obviously, being around people like Adam, even if you're a quiet person, it just naturally just brings someone else out. And you know, everyone around the tent is a little bit different personality, but Adam sticks out, and he's really cool to have under the tent. And, you know, even if results might not be the best on track some days, he really just kind of, I don't know, makes everything under the tent a little more positive.
Hey, we'll get a bit of everybody. What do we got going on over here? I don't know.
Jack, top secret.
Everyone's identity. I almost ran over AJ because it's just that's the only way to like.
It wasn't even.
And then when I took him out, pretty much, I let him by because I knew I took him out. But the point is, it's just so impressive. Like I was fast at the beginning, Jake was fast at the beginning, AJ was fast at the end, so was Garrison. So it's like,
it's just whenever you hit the limit. But the thing is, like even when you're not on the limit, like here, it's like half
a tenth a lap. It's a lot. You know, it's like it's a lot. Like the last couple laps, I think AJ was a tenth faster than me. He got me by half the straight by the end of the race.
Yeah,
just a tenth.
Just that little bit. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, this year you've got a pretty full calendar. You know, it's been a little while since you've gotten to run like a full season. Are you coming at it with like almost like a different mentality this year? Like more just coming in to have some fun and still like go out and win, or do you feel like just as hungry as you were at 15?
I mean, like I tell everyone, it's really hard to ever. Obviously, we say that we do this for fun, but you know, the sport just gets so competitive. It's really hard to say that. Whenever I want to actually have fun, I just tell people, you know, I'll go with some buddies and, you know, go out in the rental carts, you know, and crash, and you don't care about, you know, damaging your cart or penalties. Like that's where the fun is. But, you know, I love the sport, but obviously it's, you know, we do it to compete, and it gets really serious. But obviously there's a little fun in it.
Yeah.
School comes second.
No, we don't do that.
School comes second. Racing comes first.
Seems like timing hasn't, you know, worked out. It's not like you haven't been up front.
Yeah.
And then this weekend we're running really good up front.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the first few rounds, obviously I haven't drove a Tony car in a long time. It's different between the last one that I've drove a few years ago. Kind of been struggling with the brakes and everything, but had some bad luck in the first two rounds, getting in a couple accidents, and but eventually, I mean, here, I mean, not like I don't have a lot of laps around here, so it's been kind of leaning towards like my side, that I have a little bit more confidence coming into this race, knowing I got so many laps out here, and the cart's running somewhat okay. Qualified on pole, was able to go and pull out the first heat race win. So yeah, it's going good so far.
And this is the first weekend that we at least get to talk to you, both you and Austin. I mean, you guys go way back, you know, back in the day.
Yep.
Has it been a lot of fun being teammates again this year?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's always fun to have a friend under the tent. I've known him for 10-something years now. I mean, it's just like old days. I mean, he hasn't been at the track for a while, but I mean, the first day he came back, it was just like nothing ever happened. Didn't skip a beat, and it's fun. I mean, it's nice to have somebody else as a vet like him, just to keep his eye on you as well. You know, it's nice to have an extra pair of eyes that know what they're talking about out there. Just to, you know, whenever they see someone mention it, it's just better overall for everybody.
Awesome. Well, good luck this week.
Thank you.
Closing it.
Thank you.
Yeah, and yeah, like you said, you got a lot of laps around here. I mean, not a lot of people know now, you know, what the OGP team was like and what the structure was like. I mean, talk to me about your story, how you got picked up onto that. And then, you know, what were the requirements for the year and all that?
Basically, I got picked up, I think I was like 13 or 14 years old, and we were here every 2 weeks, just running like either practice or their little local events that were out here. And it was once a month that you have to come out here and run 300 laps in one day in shifter. And that was a requirement that you had to go and do. The whole team would come out here and end up running 300 laps in one day in a month, or every month. So just a mass amount of laps.
Right, well, because, you know, if you're like 2 seconds off, the mechanic could be like, just go drive better, you know?
Yeah, but that's not with me.
Oh, no.
It's all their fault.
Never.
Every time.
What is it like working with Ryan, Sean? Do you enjoy it? Are you having a good time this weekend?
No, it's a lot of work. But we're feeling pretty good.
We're feeling great. That's what a lot of the mechanics don't realize, is that I think it's less work working for me and it's way more. We'll swap the chassis in between the sessions, guaranteed.
I miss him so much. I miss my little ride so much. I miss my ride so much.
Much like in ROK Senior, this ROK Shifter Championship has a slim chance for the runner-up to try and overthrow the points leader. AJ Myers is going to line up here with a nice gap over Matias Ramirez. He'll get to start from the pole. The big storyline coming into this main event is nobody's really got time to get their mind right. Everybody is scrambling here in the pit area to get the right tires on, switching back over to slicks on a very wet racetrack. The good news is all of your main contenders have made it. It's time to close out the Florida Winter Tour here in Ocala. Here we go. The field is set. Final ROK Shifter start from Ocala. We're green. Terrible start for Matias Ramirez. He's going to get swallowed up by the pack in turn one. Great start for Danny Formal. He's gone through to the lead from third. AJ Myers back to second, losing a lot of ground already. And the Rainmaster flexing his muscles here on a very wet racetrack as they go all the way to the outside. A completely soaked surface. But it's Formal and now Austin Garrison. Austin Garrison is right there. He is looking to redeem himself after a rough second heat race. Garrison is out. He made contact with the outside barriers in turn number one, going for the lead. He is done. That has given a huge lead now to Danny Formal. Nobody else has looked close to the Costa Rican here early. He just took a quick look over his shoulder. It is clear racetrack out behind. AJ Myers and Jake French are the next drivers in line. Then it is Axel Cabrera as behind him. Matias Ramirez trying to fight his way forward. The top three have gotten away from him. French himself looking decently strong. He was good in the wet earlier. Nobody as good, though, as Danny Formal as he continues to pull away. He is making it look easy out in front of this field, leading just unreal stuff. Matias Ramirez on a charge back forward has gotten into the top five. He has started to work his way past through the midfield, and now he is up into third. Jake French got into it with Axel Cabrera earlier. That's dropped both of them down the order. Danny Formal looking comfortable as ever out in front of this field. One more lap to go, and he knows it. Head down on the front straightaway, but no need. That gap nearly the entire front stretch back to AJ Myers. This is the weekend he was looking for at round one. It's Danny Formal and ANSA Motorsports winning in Ocala. While it may not have been the way he wanted to get it, Matias Ramirez ends up back on the podium after a rough start sent him deep into the pack. It has not been the easiest Florida Winter Tour for Danny Formal, but he ends it on top of the podium. A.J. Myers with a P2 result clinches his 3rd consecutive Rock Shifter Championship, and it is the 2nd consecutive Rock Shifter title for Magic Kart USA.
Danny, it seems like it's finally redemption time here after the way the Winter Tour's gone. To come away with a win like this, especially dominating fashion, it's got to feel really good.
Yeah, man, seriously, after Pompano, winning every practice, winning qualifying, winning every heat, and dominating fashion, and then, the pre-final, having a gearbox issue, having to start last in the final, coming up the field to like top 8 by halfway through and then getting wrecked. That kind of took us away from the championship from the beginning. We knew it, but we never gave up. We started very well. 2nd round, we qualified pole. We won a couple heats in the rain. In the dry, we just didn't have the pace to match them. We got 3rd. So this weekend, we started the weekend very well. The go-kart and the engine has been performing very well. Been top 3 all weekend. Sometimes we're 1st, sometimes we're 3rd. We're just kind of always right there. And in these conditions, this is my kind of racing, finding the limit of the tire, finding the limit of the asphalt with this wet weather on slicks. It's just something that I love. The way I drive definitely helps it a lot. So yeah, man, getting the win by almost 4 seconds and getting the purple lap in the last lap felt amazing. Go-kart was awesome. We kind of went with a rain setup, fully dries, a little bit high tire pressure. But yeah, the team at Ansa Motorsports, Sweet Tech, Greg Bell, Leading Edge, Alan McLean, my mechanic, Jared, my other mechanic, just everyone helped me so much this weekend, and just this win's for them. We've been working, this is our 2nd year working as a national team to get away with a win. I'm not sure what I finished in the championship, it doesn't really matter after the first weekend, but yeah, just super excited for the next coming races, and yeah, just thankful for everyone that's helped me so far.
Awesome, congrats, Danny.
Thanks,
See you next
buddy.
week.
Thank you.
It is a wet and nasty championship Sunday here at the Florida Winter Tour. Connor Zilic has locked up this championship coming into the main event today. He will not have to fight really to hold on to this title.
We're going out on dry tires on a dampish track, so I just got to keep it clean, and hopefully we can get the win in the championship while we're at it.
Yeah, the track conditions are definitely a little tricky out there, so.
It was a wet rain tire warm-up session, so these drivers going in on slick tires on this damp racetrack will be completely blind for the final. Here we go, final race of the 2021 Florida Winter Tour. Ryan Norberg, Connor Zilic got the field together. We're green down to turn 1. Good jump for the inside lane. Aaron Benoit was initially able to get to 2nd. He's dropped back to 3rd. It is Zilic P2, Ryan Norberg leading the way here in Ocala. Ryan Norberg showing the way through damp conditions as they go through turns 2 and 3. Here comes Connor Zilic looking for the lead in turn 4, and he's got the top spot on lap number 2. Ryan Norberg trying to answer quickly. Deep dive down the inside of the tree corner. He overshoots it. Connor Zilic back to the top spot as they go to the showcase. Here comes Aaron Benoit back into the fight early. Benoit gonna go for 2nd to the inside down the front straightaway. He's got it. Ryan Norberg back to 3rd. Just that short exchange alone has given Connor Zilic a nice little 5 kart length gap on the 2nd and 3rd place drivers, and they've got a little gap of their own. Thomas Annunziata, Diego Ramos have escaped the mid-pack parade. They are 4th and 5th here in the early going. But Connor Zilic, nice gap. Now Norberg is back to the bumper of Aaron Benoit. Lap 3, looking inside. He'll take 2nd back away. Norberg now gets to set his sights again on Zilic, this time nearly a 2nd back, and a long way to go here in this main event. 22 laps. It is a marathon, not a sprint. Ryan Norberg knows this. He's got a lot of time to slowly settle in and try to run down Connor Zilic, but man, this rookie, no one has come out of the gate this strong in their rookie season in the modern era in quite some time. Winning as many main events as he has, dominating as much as he has, he is looking for a 3rd consecutive Florida Winter Tour victory to put a complete perfect season together. Ryan Norberg has been clicking off lap times 1/2 tenth to as much as 2/10 quicker than Connor Zilic the last few laps. He has reeled him in down to 1 kart length away. It is just when Ryan Norberg wants to make that bid for the lead. We are already into the 2nd half of the main event. He is 1 kart length back as they come through once again. Just close. Whenever he wants to pull the trigger, he is right there. He'll need to be aggressive, but he's got plenty of gap out back. You know how hungry Ryan Norberg is. He wants to get back onto the top step of the podium. It's been a minute. Here he comes. Whoa, up and over the curbing. Big time send there from Ryan Norberg. There's being aggressive, and there's absolutely going for it. Now he's on the defensive already into the tree corner. Zilish to the outside. He'll cross him up. They go door to door. Coming to the final couple laps. Norberg's got the inside into the showcase. Zilish trying to go over under. He's there. Connor Zilish to the inside down the front straightaway. He'll door his way into the lead once again. Norberg back to second. It's all going to break loose now. Norberg to the outside. Here comes Benoit to the inside for second. That is not a normal passing zone. Aaron definitely caught Ryan off guard right there in turn 3. Now they defend again. Look at that crossover by Norberg. He's gotten back into second just like that. Benoit now gets to go wide, try to cross him up. We're coming to see the white flag this time by. Here comes Zilish. He'll bring them all down to the grass line as they go to turn number 1. 3 drivers lined up at the front of the field, make it 4. Thomas Annunziata joining the fray. Connor Zilish is asked to low line for one more corner. Norberg is right there. Here comes Annunziata around the outside. He's going to have the momentum. Thomas Annunziata to second. He's going to get there. And Connor Zilish, the win and the championship here at the Florida Winter Tour.
As soon as he passed me, I'd always try to pass him right back, and then eventually I brought the pack back into it, and from there on I was just able to block the last 2 laps and keep them all behind me.
All the credit in the world to Connor Zilish for going 3 for 3 on main events and the championship, but what a move on that final lap by Thomas Annunziata.
A good final, good end of the weekend to a really, really bad weekend. So
3 North American ROK Senior starts and 3 North American ROK Senior wins. Connor Zilish is your 2021 Florida Winter Tour ROK Senior champion.
All right, Connor, that was about as close as it's gotten here for you so far, but you come out on top, man. Talk to me about it.
Nah, we made some changes with the motor last night because Ryan just had something over us, and it ended up working in our favor. And I got out to a pretty good lead early on and was just able to hold it, and Ryan eventually caught up to me. And the last 2 laps, it was just a fight, so I started blocking and brought the rest of the field into it. And after that, I just held my position and blocked in every corner, basically, and was able to come out with the win.
Awesome. Congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
Stoney, I just need you to look there and keep looking pretty.
Gotta get that car chase
You're doing great.
merch.